contention, but they're playing hard through this first half.
Yeah, you wouldn't notice it by the way that first half ended, and the Giants opportunistic in sealing those 3 points before halftime. That could prove to be huge. You know, just a couple point lead or whatever it is, 4-point lead for the Rams. They had to capitalize there towards the end of that second quarter, and they really kind of got disjointed.
Yep.
And a lot of it was the pressure from Wink Martindale and this Giants defense. I thought the Rams were going to come out and run it a little more. But for the Giants on offense, they got to get the ball to Saquon Barkley and continue to get to 3rd and short, convert on these 3rd downs, keep drives alive.
Kickoff will go through the end zone for the touchback and out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Laura Oakland, who talked with both coaches. Laura?
I'm going to start with Sean McVay. We kind of talked just energy. He said it's been a weird half, a weird first half, and he said very uncharacteristic of them. He said 2 turnovers, a 4th down drop. He said use this halftime as a reset, saying we got to settle in and keep our poise. As for Brian Daboll, he said defensively, early down defense, had hardly any 3rd downs or screens. Offensively, 2 words can sum it up: missed opportunities, take care of the ball, execute.
And let's see, low snap, not great execution to start as Tyrod Taylor on the run, and Aaron Donald got him around the ankles. That'll be a sack for Aaron Donald, 7 sacks on the year.
Well, here's big Aaron Donald. Barely need to point him out. We got a camera on him at all times. Big 99, and that's not the way you wanted to start the half. But once again, the snaps have been kind of all over the place for Tyrod Taylor, and whether it's in the gun or under center, you know, they fumbled one on a 4th and 1, so they got to get that down.
2nd and 11. Taylor throws, catch made by Robinson, twisted down to the 31-yard line. You can see it with Wan'Dale Robinson, though, Mark. He's battled the injury bug each of his first 2 years, but when he's out there, well, there's a lot of room for this young wide receiver to grow.
Well, he sure is a catch-and-run type target. He's a yards-after-catch type guy, and he's so speedy. See the Giants picking up the tempo, trying to generate a little momentum here after a quick completion by Tyrod Taylor.
3rd down and 4. Rams rush 4. Taylor throws. Waller with the catch. 1st down and more. And the tight end rumbles near midfield before Jordan Fuller can bring him down.
Well, Saquon Barkley is going to clear this thing out to the right, and then you're going to see Waller show a shallow cross and then pivot out of it. Right there, number 12, bottom of your screen, and just wide open. This is a great job by Tyrod Taylor, standing his ground in the pocket, standing tall, and not being affected by all these looks that Raheem Morris is throwing at him, showing pressure. They only rushed 4. He stayed patient and calm and got it.
Lewinsky in motion. Taylor with pressure being chased. And Taylor just going to run out of bounds at the Rams 49. He had Kobe Turner hot on his heels. A 2-yard scamper for Tyrod Taylor, and it's 2nd down.
He sure did. They tried to take a shot downfield, and there goes Kobe Turner. Just a quick play fake to Gray. Kobe Turner gets by Pugh and forces Tyrod Taylor to hit the eject button and get out of the pocket.
Sterling Shepard on the field. He played just 1 snap last week as the handoff goes to Eric Gray, the rookie from Oklahoma. Burrows to the 47 of the Rams, a 2-yard pickup. Kobe Turner on the tackle. You see Sterling Shepard, the 1 snap last week. He's been injury plagued the last couple of years. The Achilles in 2021, the knee last year. Only 7 catches for 39 yards this season for Shepard.
And that's the story across the board, whether it's the wide receiver room, the tight end room, the offensive line room, or the running back room, as injuries have really mounted up.
3rd down and 6 for the Giants. Rams rush 4. Taylor under pressure, able to get away for a moment, but down he goes. Aaron Donald finished him off. Kobe Turner got him around the ankles to start the sack process. A loss of 4.
Well, once again, it's all these picks and games up front, and Kobe Turner has really had success, number 91, with showing her first initial rush, and then there comes the picker, that time Byron Young, number 0, Agent 0, if you will, and then him and Aaron Donald do the rest. Whew, they're working well together.
5th sack of the day for the Rams, the 82nd sack allowed by the Giants this year as Trammell calls for and makes the fair catch. So Kobe Turner's a man of many musical interests. We've seen the conducting. How about air guitar?
That was just a subtle, like low strap bass guitar. What was that?
He can do it all.
Puka Nacua. This guy's been MIA.
Cup in motion. Stafford throws to Cooper Kupp, trying to turn the corner. Cornell Flott is there to make the tackle at the 18-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You see some of their offensive numbers in the first half, but those 2 touchdown drives, Kevin, you mentioned it, the secret sauce was not falling into third downs at all. They completely avoided them, and that's where they got points. They got to be able to convert on third downs. Still 0 for 2. He's looking off the edge.
He's pointing out Micah McFadden. Here comes the pressure. Stafford dropped by Higbee. What was it Sean McVay said to Laura Oakland? Drops, miscues, uncharacteristic stuff, and a rare drop from Higbee.
But watch this throw. You see Kyron Williams working in front of Stafford, and he's got to throw that ball around McKinney. Oh, and that's an easy one for Higbee. Uncharacteristic drop. But once again, puts them in those third downs. Something they haven't meshed well with.
0 for 2 today on third. Giants bring pressure. Stafford. There's Puka Nacua, and there's the first down, and he spins free. Nacua down the sideline, trying to find that extra gear. The rookie takes it inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal, Rams. Adoree Jackson saved the touchdown, but Puka goes for 80.
Well, they brought all-out pressure. You see everybody across the board in one line, a picket fence look, and a great outlet. They dropped out some guys underneath, but Puka Nacua working on Adoree Jackson. Adoree tried to strip the football.
And now the handoff to Kyron Williams, and he's got a touchdown. There was no electricity, there was no juice until Puka Nacua lit the fuse. And Kyron Williams with his 2nd touchdown run of the day.
We're just going to see an inside handoff to the right, and they got the double teams across the board. That was easy money. They went with tempo, so nothing could get challenged. Puka didn't step out, but he's the one who provided the spark.
And Galbraith misses the extra point, and the kicking woes.
And then look back inside. That's slowing them down. You got to keep your eyes on the big screen at this level of football. Every stadium's got it. 100-yard sprinter. He's never looking back. Coop, you got to help your guy out, man. You got to tell the rookie. I mean, that's why he's going to win Rookie Offensive Player of the Year, you know?
Oh, I see.
But Kyron Williams definitely appreciates that.
Well, Laura, since day one, Puka's made it a point to learn from Cooper Kupp. Sounds like there's still more learning to do.
I held up my hand and I asked Puka, if this was Cooper Kupp's hip, where would you be? He said, if you added a 6th finger to your hand, that's me. I'm attached to him as much as he'll let me. Puka, though, we all realize Baby Bird has to fly. He said they were in a huddle recently, and he asked Cooper about a route he was going to run, and he asked, what should I do? And Cooper said, Puka, you've run this enough. I think you've got this. Puka said, I did, but I don't think I'll ever change. I'm always going to ask Cooper.
Well, and Cooper's usually there to provide the advice, but Mark's got a good piece of advice for Cooper to pass along to him the next time he asks a question. Look up, not over.
Got to stare at the big screen or stare at the pylon. We'll get corrected after he wins that Rookie of the Year trophy.
Puka Nacua. It's one-man PR team, Mark Sanchez, for the Offensive Rookie of the Year. 2nd and 2 at the 33. Handoff Barkley and a burst. And Jones trips him up, but not before Saquon gets the first down near the 39-yard line. Pickup of 6. And the Giants, if they can get that running game going, gives them a real good chance to jump right back into this one.
Well, he just felt that left side of the line closed down by Andrew Thomas. And just an excellent cut. Those are those special Saquon cuts where he cuts back across the whole formation, crosses the football, and explodes into the 2nd and 3rd level of this defense. That's what they need.
Taylor off the play action. Chase to the sideline, slides down. He was chased by Nick Hampton, the rookie from Appalachian State. By the way, an injury note. Bobby Brown III is out for the remainder of the game with a knee injury, so we're going to see a lot of Kobe Turner. The rookie from Wake Forest will be the main man in the middle.
Well, the Rams have really put it on their youngsters. I almost said Puka. He's puking in the trash can. That's why I said it. I mean, this guy's tougher than nails, number 17 for the Rams, and they love him. He's willing to put everything on the line, but you could tell he's not feeling great. He's over there giving it up in the trash can on the sideline.
Nowhere to go with Jonah Williams clogging that running lane. Barkley trying to turn it upfield and brings up 3rd and long for the Giants.
Just 2 failed attempts early. They tried the naked after the explosive run by Saquon Barkley that got him the 1st down. I thought they'd go back to the well with Saquon, or some of these plays where he's in the flat. He's been open quite a bit. Tyrod Taylor has to use 26 as his best friend in the pass game and run game. Feel free to check it down. Let Saquon do the rest.
3rd and 9. Taylor to Barkley, through his hands and incomplete. If he makes that catch, there's space in front of him and maybe a 1st down in the offing.
This one is exactly what we mentioned. Tyrod Taylor, it's on you to get the ball down, get through your progression. Ball's a hair late, but Saquon, I mean, that's easy money for him. Dave obviously frustrated after that. He knows, uncharacteristic of Saquon Barkley. Down the tank.
Kyron Williams on 1st down, turns upfield, and Williams down at the 24-yard line. More on Puka. We check in again with Laura.
Mark said puking. I would have went with vomiting. I have done vomiting reports before. It's not that uncommon to see that. He is sweating. Mark, you'll understand this, trying to figure out what to do with his long locks as he was throwing up. But I was at the 1997 Game 5 Michael Jordan flu game in Salt Lake City, so I would say maybe we're just getting ready for a big game from Puka in the second half.
Yeah, he's already got 118 yards, although that one had it hit him in the hands and he couldn't pull it in. So to bring up 3rd and 8.
They needed that. This is just going to be that inside basic cross, 10 to 12 yards. One that he's so good at. Usually traps that thing with one hand to his body, but per Laura's report, same hairstylist, somebody's going to have to go down and hold his hair if he keeps on puking.
3rd down and 8. There's Kupp in motion. Pressure coming. Stafford in trouble. Down he goes. Wink Martindale, the defensive coordinator of the Giants, brought the house, and Jihad Ward, his 4th sack of the season. That's a career high for Ward.
Well, here's all the identification and everything you're looking at. Watch. He's going to give a little sugar at the front. And watch, the left guard, Avila, he doesn't think he's coming. That's the same move he gives when he drops out in coverage. So he completely fooled him. They get a misidentification up front, and they're just wreaking havoc with these protections. Remember, oh, buddy.
Over the head of Gunnar Olszewski, and now Johnson, the Toledo rookie, Mr. Irrelevant, drafted last pick in the 7th round, makes a huge stop.
I'm just shocked that Tyrod Taylor didn't pull that. The end man on the line of scrimmage disappeared and dropped into coverage. But that's just a zone read off the edge. I mean, he's still running if he pulls that ball.
Instead, 3rd and 10 with 5.5 to go in the 3rd. There's Taylor again from the goal line, throws over the middle. It's the tight end, and Darren Waller backs his way for the 1st down to the 20-yard line. Rush Yeast with the tackle after the 11-yard gain.
Well, Darren Waller, this is the old chip and go. He's going to chip first and then take off down the seam here. Tyrod Taylor just hangs for a second, knows he's going to get hit, delivers a strike with pressure in his face. There goes Jones. Gosh, wrapping around, and he needs an outlet like that. Waller, he knew they were coming with pressure on 3rd and long. Nice easy outlet with the tight end hammer check.
On the 21st down, bring extra pressure. It's picked up. Taylor loading up, wants to go deep for Slayton. He's got him. Slayton on the run. He'll take it to the house for a Giants Giants, touchdown! And catch from Tyrod Taylor to Darius Slayton. He had a 69-yard touchdown last week against Philly. Does it one better, the longest play of the Giants season.
Well, Slayton does an excellent job of changing up his speed, and Witherspoon got lulled to sleep a little bit. As soon as Slayton, well, first this thing starts because of Barkley blocking interior. He knows he's going to get pressure from Lake. Boom, Tyrod Taylor stays in, hangs in, trusts protection, and it was Slayton who looked back. And just like in the airport, man, you got to keep your eye on your luggage. And there goes another one wide.
The extra point from Mason Crosby, no good.
I mean, these PATs look like guest kicker on a Friday practice.
Man.
I got a New Year's resolution. We got to hit a PAT, Kev. What are we doing here?
Game after the missed extra point. We'll be right back after this message from State Farm.
Patrick, Jake from State Farm, explain this bundling thing again.
All right, Coach Reed. Let's say these fries are your car, right? And
And this burger is your home.
Okay.
it can be more affordable if you bundle them together.
Kind of like a combo meal.
Kind of like a combo meal.
Explain it again with those nuggies.
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
4-point game instead of a 3-point game, which would have been a significant difference. The Giants within a field goal, but a missed extra point, the second we've seen today, one for each team.
Let's check the snap. Snap looked good, hold looked good. Just got pushed to the right. The other one for the Rams pushed to the left, but those are valuable points down the stretch. If you're making a playoff push, all the little details really come into play, and the Rams have to tighten it up. Continue to pull away.
4:39 to go in the third. The NFL season finale is here, and the race to the playoffs is on. Don't miss the final two action-packed game days of the regular season next Saturday on ESPN and ABC, and next Sunday on CBS, here on Fox and NBC. The full Week 18 schedule will be announced later on today. 4:39 to go in the third. 20-16. The Rams lead down to 4. Motion from Cup. Stafford sets it up for Ronnie Rivers. Rivers out near the 29-yard line. Nick McLeod with the tackle. 4-yard pickup on the play for Rivers. Something we talked about earlier this week with Raheem Morris, and he talked about how this has been an emphasis this week, is finishing ball games. Can they finish games? He's worried about it from the defensive side, but it's a conversation that the entire coaching staff has had. They've had good 3 quarters, but they get to that 4th quarter, and lately that's been a problem.
It really has, and it's been a chess match back and forth with Wink Martindale and Sean McVay. You saw the split screen there. These guys aren't strangers to playing against each other and coaching against each other. Remember, I think it was right around Thanksgiving in 2019 where Wink, he brought more corner cats than Jared Goff cares to remember. Might have a little shell shock after that game, but they whooped them in the Coliseum when the Rams were playing there, 42-6, 45-6, excuse me. And then the very next time, Sean McVay was ready like he is today, but this back and forth, if you're into the X's and O's, this is just a dream come true. These guys are putting on clinics, trying to come up with the next move and how to beat the opposing scheme.
3rd and 2. Rams just 1 for 4 on 3rd down today. And the handoff for the first down, Kyron Williams.
That's one way to avoid pressure.
Yep.
Turn around and hand it off, let the running back and O-line deal with it. They've had their share of issues with free runners on Matthew Stafford. That time, let the O-lineman fire off the ball on a 3rd and short and go own that line of scrimmage.
That number surprised you, just 50 rushing yards today for the Rams?
It absolutely does. I thought it was going to be a bigger part of the plan, but you see, it's all the counters, it's the play actions, it's the nakeds, some of the screens. That's where they're trying to get their yards. but they can't shy away from that run game that's been so successful for them since the bye week.
Stafford had a little time, and it's intercepted. He airmailed it past Robinson, and Dane Belton having a day. His second pick of the afternoon. He recovered a fumble. And Dane Belton has set the Giants up in great shape again.
Oh, just a miss by Stafford, but essentially they're going to try and pin down the coverage here, bring somebody behind it, and he's going to feather this ball in, at least try to, and he's got to throw that ball out in front, closer to the sideline, closer to the numbers, and get that ball up and down, but he misses Robinson. He kind of peeked back. See that eyes right there to the left to find him. Normally Matthew Stafford is anticipating and lets the receiver run into his vision. As soon as he peeked back, I think he missed his landing point and his target on where he wanted to lay that ball out in front of Robinson.
And now the Giants from the Rams 34 looking for the lead. Barkley up the sideline and out of bounds near the 30-yard line.
I love that. Just give him a chance out on the edge in space with blockers in front, the halfback swing screen. One, to get him an easy completion. It's been, you know, huge for them, but I mean, some of these miscues for the Rams, that's why the Giants have a shot right now. They're only down 4.
Well, Sean McVay talked about it with Laura at halftime, and things have not gotten better in the third quarter. 2nd and 6 from the 30. Taylor across Robinson, and Wan'Dale Robinson a yard short of a Giants first down at the 25.
They're loving these crossing routes, these underneath under routes to Wan'Dale Robinson. This is a big third down coming up. Let's see what Raheem Morris dials up. Traditionally, he's been using some of these overload looks, but essentially trying to get 5 one-on-ones across the board.
On 3rd and 1, it's Barkley with the carry, and he's not going to get there. No gain on the play thanks to Ernest Jones, and now Brian Dable already with a missed extra point on his mind, keeps the offense on the field on 4th down and 1.
Yeah, with the missed extra point, I don't know. Yeah, I can understand why he's going to want to go for this.
4th and 1. Again, up the middle. This time, Barkley moves the chains. First down, Giants. And that might take us to the end of the third quarter.
Well, you see, they're just playing this zone read, and Tyrod Taylor has to see this, and they're playing it so slow. Look at Hoyt. He's just putting his hand inside, water skiing down the line, daring Tyrod Taylor to keep that ball. It was close there.
It was.
He kind of second-guessed that, and Saquon had to take that football from him. But he's got to be disciplined with his eyes, trust that zone read off the edge.